Welcome to the Fireweed Tribe, a place where people create, thrive, and embrace wild places. Take a look. You might just belong to my tribe, the Fireweed Tribe. Here I have some bags of resin that I've collected from around my home and also the boreal forest in this area when we go fishing or hiking. This probably took me about 4 hours to collect. I also have some bits of bark that have a high resin content, and the smell is amazing. So we are going to use this resin today for myself. So here is some resin that I'm going to be using in my recipe. I've collected this from black spruce, and this is a 2-cup measure, which is really nice. So this is going to be 2 cups of resin to 4 cups of oil in my recipe. Okay, so this is my resin pot that I use to make my black spruce salve. And as you can see, there is resin in here that is never going to come out. So when you commit to making resin, you need to have a designated old pot to keep aside, because you'll never be able to use it for anything else. Okay, so now I have my resin pot. I'm putting my resin in there. And today I'm also going to put one of my pieces of bark that is saturated in resin. And then it's a 2-to-1 recipe. This is olive oil, extra virgin, and just into my 2-cup measure. And I'm going to double this, so my ratio is 2 cups of resin to 4 cups of olive oil. Such a beautiful color. Okay, and now I am going to put this on a double boiler, and it is going to simmer and infuse the oil for 1 hour. This has been infusing for over an hour. It smells wonderful, and as I'm stirring it, I can feel that a lot of the resin has absorbed into the oil. So now this is ready for the next step. I've already measured my beeswax here, which I've put into this jug, and I'll post the recipe below as well. So now I'm going to strain my resin into the beeswax. I used to strain it and then put it back in my resin pot, but I found that there were still too many bits in it. And while it is made from plants and it's a natural product, I want to get most of those bits out. So we have 2 types of spruce. Both are members of the pine family. We have Picea glauca, which is a white spruce, and then Picea mariana, which is the black spruce. And I use them interchangeably. Typically in this area we have more of the black spruce. In another video I can show you the difference between the white and black spruce. So resin has been used for all sorts of things over time. The trappers used to use the inner bark, the cambium of the spruce, as a rich source of vitamin C. And you can use the sap as a cough lozenge and also as a sort of a tar to heal wounds. So here is the finished product, and as you can see, we have beautiful salve. That olive oil has given it a lovely tinge of green. So now we're going to put the lids on. Spruce trees are antimicrobial, and they also have antiseptic properties. Boils and eczema and acne And then there's another use that I have for this salve, and that is for joint and muscle pain. And I also make a lip balm that is like a cold sore cure out of this. So the final step is just to put the labels on my product. I'm not the best at label makers. This is a photograph I took of resin, and these labels I made using a really easy program to use called Online Labels. And there is my finished salve. Thanks for joining me today on the Fireweed Tribe channel. Please consider subscribing to my channel so you can see an Australian who is lucky enough to call both Alaska and Australia home. And remember, if you feel the call of wild places and yearn to have a connection to the natural world, then you might just belong to my tribe, the Fireweed Tribe.